Imagine you lost your eyes for a day. Will you stop dreaming? Or will you dream even more? There is someone who will make you believe in the latter, leading from the fields of a little coastal village in Sitarampuram to the podium of the biggest world stages like TED Talks. Learning from the special school of Hyderabad to the glorious halls of MIT. Striking from the cricket boundaries of India to the baseball diamonds of America. Striving from being visually impaired to opening opportunities for all at Bolland. Evolving from being a small farmer's son to a world's attitude of Shri can do anything. This attitude brought him close not only to the 8 lakh students of Lead India program, but his mentor himself, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Yes, being blind, his life is still full of challenges. Today, the biggest and the most challenging dream that he lives and breathes is running the Bolland Industries itself. Being a CEO of a multi-business company that manages some of the biggest recycling and manufacturing operations, he aims Bolland to be a global symbol of inclusivity and environment consciousness. Bolland today is known for high-quality, eco-friendly products, a savior for treating industrial waste, a leader of inclusive employment in India, and a highly profitable organization that works with business excellence. An idea so impactful that even Dr. Kalam himself and Tata Group put their faith in his company and became investing partners. His initiatives like the Braille Library in Hyderabad, Samanvai Center, a school for disabled, and the Surge Impact Foundation for supporting entrepreneurs have given.
Good afternoon, everyone.
And continue to do so.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please settle in.
Hiring at Bolland.
Shrikant sir is already on campus. I request all our students, whenever Shrikant sir is in the auditorium, you give him a grand welcome with the loudest possible applause, because hearing is the best thing that he has with him right now, and your applause will make him feel more welcomed. Okay? That's a small request to all my student friends. Thank you so much.
Mr. Shrikant Bola. Imagine you lost your eyes for a day. Will you stop dreaming? Or will you dream even more? There is someone who will make you believe in the latter, leading from the fields of a little coastal village in Sitarampuram to the podium of the biggest world stages like TED Talks. Learning from the special school of Hyderabad to the glorious halls of MIT. Striking from the cricket boundaries of India to the baseball diamonds of America. Striving from being visually impaired to opening opportunities for all at Bolland. Evolving from being a small farmer's son to a world's recognized entrepreneur by Forbes today. He has created a life on his own terms that never negotiates his attitude of Shri can do anything. This attitude brought him close not only to the 8 lakh students of Lead India program, but his mentor himself, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Yes, being blind, his life is still full of challenges. Today, the biggest and the most challenging dream that he lives and breathes is running the Bolland Industries itself. Being a CEO of a multi-business company that manages some of the biggest recycling and manufacturing operations, he aims Bolland to be a global symbol of inclusivity and environment consciousness. Bolland today is known for high-quality, eco-friendly products, a savior for treating industrial waste, a leader of inclusive employment in India, and a highly profitable organization that works with business excellence. An idea so impactful that even Dr. Kalam himself and Tata Group put their faith in his company and became investing partners. His initiatives like the Braille Library in Hyderabad, Samanvai Center, a school for disabled, and the Surge Impact Foundation for supporting entrepreneurs have given hopes to thousands and continue to do so relentlessly. Even hiring at Bolland also mirrors his vision of inclusivity with over 36% differently abled workforce and growing. He has also received every conceivable laurel of a young man's dream. Forbes 30 Under 30, NDTV Indian of the Year, World Economic Forum's Young Global Leader, JCI's Top 10 Outstanding Young Persons, and much more. Some good people felt his life journey is worth the silver screen, and now even his biopic at an early age is serving his long vision for a more positive and hopeful world where every individual has a unique vision and they feel motivated to act on it. Success and appreciation that the movie received have motivated him even more to put more efforts and help more people. With a smile and a bucket full of ideas, he's a philanthropist, a visionary, an entrepreneur, the CEO of Bolland Industries. He is Mr. Shrikant Bola. Imagine you lost your eyes for a day. Will you stop dreaming? Or will you dream even more? There is someone who will make you believe in the latter, leading from the fields of a little coastal village in Sitarampuram to the podium of the biggest world stages like TED Talks. Learning from the special school of Hyderabad to the glorious halls of MIT. Striking from the cricket boundaries of India to the baseball diamonds of America. Striving from being visually impaired to opening opportunities for all at Bolland. Evolving from being a small farmer's son to a world's recognized entrepreneur by Forbes today. He has created a life on his own terms that never negotiates his attitude of Shri can do anything. This attitude brought him close not only to the 8 lakh students of Lead India program, but his mentor himself, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Yes, being blind, his life is still full of challenges. Today, the biggest and the most challenging dream that he lives and breathes is running the Bolland Industries itself. Being a CEO of a multi-business company that manages some of the biggest recycling and manufacturing operations, he aims Bolland to be a global symbol of inclusivity and environment consciousness. Bolland today is known for high-quality, eco-friendly products, a savior for treating industrial waste, a leader of inclusive employment in India, and a highly profitable organization that works with business excellence. An idea so impactful that even Dr. Kalam himself and Tata Group put their faith in his company and became investing partners. His initiatives like the Braille Library in Hyderabad, Samanvai Center, a school for disabled, and the Surge Impact Foundation for supporting entrepreneurs have given hopes to thousands and continue to do so relentlessly. Even hiring at Bolland also mirrors his vision of inclusivity with over 36% differently abled workforce and growing. He has also received every conceivable laurel of a young man's dream. Forbes 30 Under 30, NDTV Indian of the Year, World Economic Forum's Young Global Leader, JCI's Top 10 Outstanding Young Persons, and much more. Some good people felt his life journey is worth the silver screen, and now even his biopic at an early age is serving his long vision for a more positive and hopeful world where every individual has a unique vision and they feel motivated to act on it. Success and appreciation that the movie received have motivated him even more to put more efforts and help more people. With a smile and a bucket full of ideas, he's a philanthropist, a visionary, an entrepreneur, the CEO of Bolland Industries. He is Mr. Shrikant Bola. Imagine Imagine you lost your eyes for a day. Will you stop dreaming? Or will you dream even more? There is someone who will make you believe in the latter, leading from the fields of a little coastal village in Sitarampuram to the podium of the biggest world stages like TED Talks. Learning from the special school of Hyderabad to the glorious halls of MIT. Striking from the cricket boundaries of India to the baseball diamonds of America. Striving from being visually impaired to opening opportunities for all at Bolland. Evolving from being a small farmer's son to a world's recognized entrepreneur by Forbes today. He has created a life on his own terms that never negotiates his attitude of Shri can do anything. This attitude brought him close not only to the 8 lakh students of Lead India program, but his mentor himself, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Yes, being blind, his life is still full of challenges. Today, the biggest and the most challenging dream that he lives and breathes is running the Bolland Industries itself. Being a CEO of a multi-business company that manages some of the biggest recycling and manufacturing operations, he aims Bolland to be a global symbol of inclusivity and environment consciousness. Bolland today is known for high-quality, eco-friendly products, a savior for treating industrial waste, a leader of inclusive...
I request all of you all to please settle down and maintain silence. Shrikant sir will be with us in another 5 to 6 minutes. So once he comes, I request all of you to welcome him with a round of applause. He will be joining us in a few minutes. I request students to settle down and keep silence. Thank you very much.
Hyderabad, Samanway Center, a school for disabled, and the Surge Impact Foundation for supporting entrepreneurs have given hopes to thousands and continue to do so relentlessly. Even hiring at Bolland also mirrors his vision of inclusivity with over 36% differently abled workforce and growing. He has also received every conceivable laurel of a young man's dream. Forbes 30 Under 30, NDTV Indian of the Year, World Economic Forum's Young Global Leader, JCI's Top 10 Outstanding Young Persons, and much more. Some good people felt his life journey is worth the silver screen, and now even his biopic at an early age is serving his long vision for more positive and hopeful world where every individual has a unique vision and they feel motivated to act on it. Success and appreciation that the movie received have motivated him even more to put more efforts and help more people. With a smile and a bucket full of ideas, he's a philanthropist, a visionary, an entrepreneur, the CEO of Bolland Industries. He is Mr. Shrikant Bola. Imagine you lost your eyes for a day. Will you stop dreaming? Or will you dream even more? There is someone who will make you believe in the latter, leading from the fields of a little coastal village in Sitarampuram to the podium of the biggest world stages like TED Talks. Learning from the special school of Hyderabad to the glorious halls of MIT. Striking from the cricket boundaries of India to the baseball diamonds of America. Striving from being visually impaired to opening opportunities for all at Bolland. Evolving from being a small farmer's son to a world's recognized entrepreneur by Forbes today. He has created a life on his own terms that never negotiates his attitude of Shri can do anything. This attitude brought him close not only to the 8 lakh students of Lead India program, but his mentor himself, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Yes, being blind, his life is still full of challenges. Today, the biggest and the most challenging dream that he lives and breathes is running the Bolland Industries itself. Being a CEO of a multi-business company that manages some of the biggest recycling and manufacturing operations, he aims Bolland to be a global symbol of inclusivity and environment consciousness. Bolland today is known for high-quality, eco-friendly products, a savior for treating industrial waste, a leader of inclusive employment in India and a highly profitable organization that works with business excellence. An idea so impactful that even Dr. Kalam himself and Tata Group put their faith in his company and became investing partners. His initiatives like the Braille Library in Hyderabad, Samanvay Center, a school for disabled, and the Surge Impact Foundation for supporting entrepreneurs have given hopes to thousands and continue to do so relentlessly. Even hiring at Bolland also mirrors his vision of inclusivity with over 36% differently abled workforce and growing. He has also received every conceivable laurel of a young man's dream. Forbes 30 Under 30, NDTV Indian of the Year, World Economic Forum's Young Global Leader, JCI's Top 10 Outstanding.
Hello everyone, please maintain silence. Shrikant sir and the dignitaries will be joining us in few minutes. They are heading from the dining room towards the auditorium. I request every one of you to maintain silence, and once he joins us, I would request you to welcome him with a great round of applause. Thank you.
Success and appreciation that the movie received have motivated him even more to put more efforts and help more people. With a smile and a bucket full of ideas, he's a philanthropist, a visionary, an entrepreneur, the CEO of Bolland Industries. He is Mr. Shrikant Bola. Imagine you lost your eyes for a day. Will you stop dreaming? Or will you dream even more? There is someone who will make you believe in the latter, leading from the fields of a little coastal village in Sitarampuram to the podium of the biggest world stages like TED Talks. Learning from the special school of Hyderabad to the glorious halls of MIT. Striking from the cricket boundaries of India to the baseball diamonds of America. Striving from being visually impaired to opening opportunities for all at Bolland. Evolving from being a small farmer's son to a world's recognized entrepreneur by Forbes today. He has created a life on his own terms that never negotiates his attitude of Shri can do anything. This attitude brought him close not only to the 8 lakh students of Lead India program, but his mentor himself, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Yes, being blind, his life is still full of challenges. Today, the biggest and the most challenging dream that he lives and breathes is running the Bolland Industries itself. Being a CEO of a multi-business company that manages some of the biggest recycling and manufacturing operations, he aims Bolland to be a global symbol of inclusivity and environment consciousness. Bolland today is known for high-quality, eco-friendly products, a savior for treating industrial waste, a leader of inclusive employment in India, and a highly profitable organization that works with business excellence. An idea so impactful that even Dr. Kalam himself and Tata Group put their faith in his company and became investing partners. His initiatives like the Braille Library in Hyderabad, Samanvay Center, a school for disabled, and the Surge Impact Foundation for supporting entrepreneurs have given hopes to thousands and continue to do so relentlessly. Even hiring at Bolland also mirrors his vision of inclusivity with over 36% differently abled workforce and growing. He has also received every conceivable laurel of a young man's dream. Forbes 30 Under 30, NDTV Indian of the Year, World Economic Forum's Young Global Leader, JCI's Top 10 Outstanding Young Persons, and much more. Some good people felt his life journey is worth the silver screen, and now even his biopic at an early age is serving his long vision for a more positive and hopeful world where every individual has a unique vision and they feel motivated to act on it. Success and appreciation that the movie received have motivated him even more to put more efforts and help more people. With a smile and a bucket full of ideas, he's a philanthropist, a visionary, an entrepreneur, the CEO of Bolland Industries. He is Mr. Shrikant Bola. imagine you lost your eyes for a day? Will you stop dreaming? Or will you dream even more? There is someone who will make you believe in the latter, leading from the fields of a little coastal village in Sitarampuram to the podium of the biggest world stages like TED Talks. Learning from the special school of Hyderabad to the glorious halls of MIT.
Check. On. Check. On.
Ladies and gentlemen, our guests are here. Please stand up and give them a round of applause. I request all of you all to settle down. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much. Pretty energizing. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you to the second Indira Survivor Festival, a celebration of resilience, perseverance, and indomitable human spirit. Today we celebrate those who have confronted challenges directly and have emerged triumphant, stronger, and more committed than ever. I, Siddharth Mungekar, am your host for today's event. On behalf of IGI, I welcome our guest. The dynamic, the visionary, and the third eye business tycoon for today's event, we have Mr. Shrikant Vola. Also a warm welcome to Dr. Tarita Shankar, Chairperson and Chief Mentor, IGI. A heartiest welcome to Mummy Ji. Dr. Pandit Mali Sir, CEO, IGI. Mr. Santosh Kumar, Chief Technology Officer, IGI. Also, a heartiest welcome to our trustees, chiefs, all our directors, deputy directors, faculty members, and my dear student friends. A warm welcome to this grand event. Thank you so much for this energetic welcome and for this applauding great applause. In order to honor our motherland, let us stand for the Rashtrageet, our national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाए तव जय गाथा मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय।
Before we move ahead, let's have a quick glimpse of what IGI is. IGI stands for Indira Group of Institutes. It was established in the year 1994 under the visionary leadership of Dr. Tarita Shankar, which has been a beacon of excellence in education for 3 decades. Over the years, IGI has reached and broadened to cover 10 full-fledged institutes offering a wide range starting from schooling to undergraduate and postgraduate programs. Now let's take a captivating look at the beautiful journey of IGI as we unveil its story and triumphs through an engaging and inspiring and mesmerizing audiovisual presentation. May I have the AV, please? And now, it's my absolute honor to introduce to our today's guest of honor, who's a true lighthouse of inspiration, Mr. Shrikant Bola. It is with my immense honor and great delight that I stand before you today to introduce you to a man whose life is a narrative and is nothing short of extraordinary beacon of resilience and is a testament to indomitable human spirit. Born into a world which was dark to his eyes, Mr. Shrikant's vision was always or has been clear in his mind. His journey marked an unyielding resolve began with a dream to break the shackles of societal constraints and soar in the realms of science and engineering. Faced with an educational system that barred the visually challenged from the study of science and mathematics, Mr. Shrikant did not falter. With the unwavering support of his school management, he embarked upon a legal battle against the exclusionary practice, emerging victorious and forever altering the course of the educational law. Mr. Shrikant's triumph did not stop there, did not cease there. His thirst for knowledge and excellence propelled him into the meritorious and glorious halls of Massachusetts Institute of Technology, where he etched his name in the history as the first international visually impaired student in the Sloan School of Management. It didn't end there. In the year 2012, Mr. Shrikant, alongside his business partner, Mr. Ravi Manta, laid the foundation of Boland Industries. This venture was not merely a business, it was a mission to create sustainable future and a testament to Mr. Shrikant's dedication to social entrepreneurship. Boland Industries stands tall today, not as a successful enterprise with a valuation staggering to 100 crore, but a harbinger of hope, providing with dignified employment to hundreds of individuals with disabilities. The company's commitment to environment through the recycling of waste and plastic and the production of eco-friendly paper and packaging mirrors, Mr. Shrikant's commitment to societal change is evident. His vision transcends the pursuit of profit. It's a vision that empowers, transforms perceived limitations and unparalleled strengths. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shrikant's life is a narrative that graces the silver screen, inspiring countless minds. As we welcome him today, let us not only applaud his achievements, but also embrace the ethos of possibility and the change that he embodies. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to our exceptionally visionary leader, Mr. Shrikant Bola, with a round of applause. As we are present over here, as Shrikant stands here, let's have a look at the AV.
In 1991, a boy named Shrikant Bola was born in a small village in Andhra Pradesh. While he experienced the world differently, his vision reached far beyond what eyes could see. For a better life, he moved to a school for the visually challenged in Hyderabad, where a teacher named Devki supported him to excel in his 10th grade. Despite being told that science wasn't for him, this genius challenged the system and scored 98% in his 12th grade. At the Lead India Foundation program visioned by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, when he was asked about his dreams, Shrikant stood tall and said, "I will be the first visually challenged president of India." His passion for sports led him to the national blind cricket team and multiple national chess titles, including a draw against an Indian grandmaster. He dreamed of studying at IIT, but the coaching centers turned him away. Shrikant then applied to universities in the USA and received 100% scholarship from the top universities. When faced with a choice between cricket and education, he chose education and became the first international blind student at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology with 100% financial aid. MIT welcomed him with open arms. Not only did he excel academically, but he also joined the MIT baseball team, breaking yet another barrier. Despite several job opportunities abroad, he returned to India in 2011 and co-founded the Samanvai Center for Children with Multiple Disabilities, dedicating himself to helping others. Driven to start his own business, he ventured into recycling packaging materials. It was Dr. Abdul Kalam who first invested in Shrikant's dream, seeing him as a true hero. His words were simple but very powerful. Be good, do good. In 2012, Shrikant started Boland Industries with co-founder Ravi Mantha. Boland Industries manufactures areca-based products and provides employment to several hundred people with disabilities. As his business grew, even Ratan Tata recognized Shrikant's talent and invested in Boland Industries. In 2015 and 16, he received multiple awards recognizing his entrepreneurship and leadership skills. In 2017, he was named in Forbes 30 Under 30 list. In 2024, Shrikant's remarkable life story was immortalized on the big screen with a movie based on his journey, inspiring millions across the world. We title him today as the Third Eye Business Tycoon, and we salute his spirit and resilience, as when people said Shrikant, he proudly answered Shrikant.
What a remarkable journey. I now request our dignitaries, Tarita ma'am, Mari sir, and Santosh sir, to join us on the stage for felicitation of our chief guest. I now request our chief mentor, Tarita ma'am, to speak a few words.
Very good afternoon, everyone. And honestly, I'm not going to speak a few words, but very, very few words, because we're all waiting to listen to this amazing, iconic personality standing next to me. A warm welcome to you, Shrikant, with us today over here. We're really blessed. I only want to tell you how this, can that light is too much. It's in the eyes, please. Yes, thank you. I was sure he wanted to tell how this journey of this iconic person coming to our campus began. And it's between me and Santosh, actually. And this is just in July, and I was in Japan. And we had just launched the idea of Indira Survivor Festival. And we were, trying who were the 6 best people that we can get this year on Indira campus at the Survivor Festival, like we did the Brain Festival last year. And every time we go on a holiday, me and my sons, there is one night when the sons go out by themselves, and I spend the time in the room alone watching a movie or something like that in my bed, because I need that rest. And that night, I happened to watch this movie, Shrikant, because I had heard about it a lot. And the minute I saw that movie, I had goosebumps every moment I was watching that movie. And as the movie got over, I think it was late in the night in Japan, maybe about 12 o'clock, must have been 9:30 or something in India. I just picked up the phone and I called up Santosh and I said, Santosh, we have to get Mr. Shrikant for our festival. He has to be on the stage. This story cannot be told just through the movie and the Bollywood and everything. This has to be listened from his own mouth. And there began the journey, and Santosh contacted him, and just now Mr. Shrikant was just telling us that Santosh directly contacted him, and Santosh was telling me that in 5 minutes he replied back. I mean, that's what... Humility is all about. Humility is not about waiting. Message आया है 3 घंटा रुक जाने दो फिर बाद में मैं जवाब दूंगा कल देखूंगा. Reply immediately, like Shrikant just said, yes, no, all right. Those are the only 3 words he answers and takes decisions in. I said that matches with me. So I think something is there that has connected, and that's how the journey began. That's how he's over here today. And I am so thankful on behalf of the entire Indira group of institutes, students, staff, faculties, and all of us for accepting our invitation. And we welcome you with Dil Se, with our heart on this campus here today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sarita ma'am, for those great words. I request all the dignitaries to be seated. I request Santosh sir.
Mic to
I request Santosh sir to show the yellow braille board to Mr. Shrikant, and I request ma'am and sir to be seated. Yeah. Yeah.
This is fine.
Yeah.
And we'll be moving left to right.
No, vote.
Okay. I request Santosh sir to show Mr. Shrikant the small yellow board which we have created.
Wait, oh dot. Indira, the name is there. Okay. Nice. Thank you. Can we go?
Yeah.
Shrikant sir, the stage is all yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Respected chairperson, management trustees, CEO, CTOs, faculty, all the coordinating staff, administrative staff, and my dear friends who are so-called the students, who is today's students, but tomorrow's leaders of this world. Indeed, it's my proud privilege to be here this afternoon, and I was so moved, deeply moved, with the great honor of welcoming me here. And it was a bit shy as well, because too long an introduction was given here. I think today the whole auditorium and Indira group has made me a hero. But it is little hard to accept and manage and also live the limelight of, so-called being a celebrity. It was not in my DNA to do so, but unfortunately, this is something you have to handle. But, this question, everybody does this now often. Everybody wants a picture, everybody comes to me and says, wow, we have seen this movie, and your story is nothing short of a history, remark, a wonder, whatever. So I keep telling people, the movie, it's not because of the movie that I became a hero now. I was always a born hero. This movie actually just made that thing go to a bigger world now, that's all. I think the story was there already, and it just did show to more and more people to get inspired and to be able to become like what Shrikant can. So I think, it's Rajkumar Rao who had become a hero enacting me, but I was always a hero because I had this vision from the beginning. So I was perceived as zero by the whole world because I didn't have eyesight when I was born. But my parents knew that one day I would show light to everybody by being a hero. I think that is what gave me the inspiration to build my life at no one's terms. So I was, from the beginning, was very resilient and was able to overcome any challenge that I see. Now, talking about challenges, right? Life is full of challenges for you, for me, for everyone. You know, life is like a roller coaster ride, and we all have to get onto it and face ups and downs. Then only we know the value of life. So, but for me, it would be even more. Having no eyesight means you need to face extreme amount of challenges by the society, as well as for you to grow to any level that you want to be. So nothing, no privilege as a child. So I also faced just like all of you. But for me, challenges will never look like challenges. It always looks like a potential opportunity for me. So whenever somebody gives me a challenge, I take it as an opportunity to thrive. No, okay. Thank you. Appreciate. So basically, I won't take no for an answer. That's my DNA from by birth. And today, I am deeply moved by the title Third Eye Business Tycoon. I'm not sure whether I'm a tycoon or not, but I am definitely a man with third eye. Because third eye in our opinion is what? Can anyone tell me? Nahin. Mahadev could be, but that's not the answer I'm looking at. It's a simple answer. Intuition, partly right, but it's vision. You are right. You know, it's the vision that we are all born with, but we don't recognize that we have that. Let me tell you, I know you have been going through a lot of dialogues and some anecdotes and things like that, but let me pick up one and tell you, God can give us only starting circumstances, but we make our own destiny. The future is in our hands with just enough randomness to make things interesting and less predictable. So what does that tell you? That we are all born with infinite power, which we all have to realize. That is what brings us to believing in our own spark. You know, we are all driven by preconceived notions. And another thing on that note is a fear. Fear is something which is called invisible disability that we are all born with. You know, do you all see fear? Really? How can you see it? Can you answer? You can only feel it. You can't see it. If you cannot see it, then why do you not do things that you like? You're driven by कि ये मैं नहीं कर पाएगा, this is not in my thing, I don't have money, I don't have this, I'm not talented. When you have equal starting circumstances, why not you write to your own destiny? Why do you want to follow someone's path or someone's destiny? Do you think astrology is right? If so, then why don't you write your own astrology? Why do you follow someone's path? I think that is how I was unique. From day one, I never followed someone's ideology or someone's path, or rather stepping into someone's shoes or going through someone's ideology was never in my DNA. And that's why I tell people I became an entrepreneur. Let me tell you, entrepreneurship is nothing but it's like a spiritual journey. Ultimately, it is a very lonely path. It is so lonely because most people do not understand why do we want to work so hard, take huge risks, and put ourselves through a roller coaster. Even today, if you go and ask my father, what do you want Shrikant to do? He would happily smile and say, I want him to get a government job and get married to a pretty girl. You know, getting married to a pretty girl may not be a big challenge because all of us have romantic, interesting love stories. Like all of you, I also had one, and I'm blessed to marry to a girl of my choice and blessed with daughter of 7 months. You know, working for someone else, let alone for maybe IGI, maybe fills me with total dread. And that is why I became an entrepreneur. I am such a rebel, no one would employ me. because I would change the whole systems the way I want to be. So I would screw up with their existing systems and say, what can be done better? I think that's how rebellious entrepreneurs are. So I had to create my own job for myself. This is what brings me to believe that if you do something for someone else, you will be the first beneficiary. Because when I started my company, I was the first employee. And I was just hearing that you're hearing, we do things very differently. When I started my company in 2012 and until my board gave me a raise a few years back, my salary was about 8,000 rupees. And in many of those months, I did not even draw full salary because there was no cash in the bank. This is the plight of an entrepreneur. And that is why I always tell that one cannot create something by sitting in the lap of luxury. In fact, our brains are hardwired to produce our best efforts only when we face hardship. I'm such a lucky man because the amount of hardships that I've faced in my life has made me lucky because it has become an addiction for me. Now, if our response to challenges is to say, bring it on, I am pretty sure the whole world will conspire to help you succeed. And this is exactly what happened to me. If you believe in your own spark and do things which you love, you will meet right people who can be your mentors, who can be your stakeholders, your guide, your gurus or whatever, right? That is exactly what happened to me. All that I have in life is a big dream. Once I have this big dream, मैं ऐसे ही decide कर लेता हूँ ये मुझे करना है, without even knowing how to do it, where to do it, how to go about it. Once I have this big mad dream, then I'll figure out how to do it. But when you look at the world now, everybody says, मैं ये idea paper में रखूंगा, business plan बनाऊंगा, presentation दूंगा, बाद में देखेंगे execution. कब देखोगे? जब तक पूरा idea खत्म ही हो जाएगा. So I think I first decide on the idea, then work back कि वो क्या करने का है. I think that's how I work. Given that resilience mindset, I think I was able to attract right people at right time. And this is what makes me believe exposure at the right age to right things is the most important thing. But what do you do with that exposure in life purely depends on your hard work and talent. But without right exposure, all your hard work and talent won't take you anywhere beyond breaking stones by hand all day. And that is why I'm telling you, today you are lucky to be enrolled and studying in such glorious institutions which can give you right exposure to right things in life, because that is quite important. Then, of course, your hard work and talent is a complementary. And this is where we need to attract right education, right mentorship, right school, right people to live with and to grow with. Otherwise, whatever you do, you'll be back to step one. And I'm one of the lucky ones. The school I studied, maybe a small special school, but the teachers that I had there, the mentors I had there, made all the difference in life. I'll tell you one small example. When I was studying in the school, when I completed my 5th grade, I did poorly in English grammar and English exam. So I was only able to score perhaps maybe 60, 70 out of 100. And all the other subjects, 98, 96, 99. And my principal and my teacher came to me and said, Shrikant, you know what? You are 2 years elder than your current standard. Then I asked them what to do now. So they basically said, I know we could have given you a double promotion, but you did very badly in English. So I told them, teacher, don't worry. I will ensure to do very well. And for me, I know for your happiness, I'll tell you, I'll do well in grammar. But technically, if you ask me, grammar and communication for me doesn't go together. But I will assure you in future that I will be a known hero for everyone. Not only who will be able to not only that I communicate well with people, but I'll speak really well that everyone in the world recognize me. I think that mad goal has just become true after 15 years. The whole world knows me now. I think this is called manifestation, right? We are talking about several things. I let you absorb. Manifestation in life is quite powerful. For me, it is an advantageous. मुझे तो दिखता नहीं है, इसीलिए manifest करना बहुत आसान है. But because you see, it may be difficult for you to manifest, but what I suggest you is, you have to close your eyes and visualize yourself where you want to be 10 years after. If you can really see when you keep your eyes closed, yet if you can see and visualize that you are sitting in president's chair after 10 years, I am pretty sure you will get there. Because this manifestation is going to stay in your subconscious mind and will always push you hard to work hard and dream big and reach towards your final destiny. Whatever you do whatever you do every day is nothing the journey that you cherish, right? All the awards that I make, all the awards that I win, all the rewards that I get, all the appreciations, they are the byproducts of my destiny. I am not there yet. I am just beginning. वही मैं हमेशा बोलता हूं, अभी जो कुछ आप देखे हो ना, वो सिर्फ ट्रेलर है, पिक्चर अभी बाकी है. Because वैसे तो पिक्चर अभी बाकी है क्योंकि I have to act in my own sequel too. That's another little dream that I have. Because maybe I can act better than Rajkumar Rao, perhaps. So, but unfortunately, they picked Rajkumar Rao because he has to bring some market. But I think I would have also done equally better job, but that's not in our hands. But chalo, future is still there, we will try. No, having said that, so manifestation again had helped me in overcoming many challenges. जब मैंने छोटा था, when I was a child, I always wanted to become a doctor. It was later when I realized that I can't do proper justice being a doctor without the privilege of eyesight. That's when मैंने सोचा कि ठीक है, अगर मैं डॉक्टर नहीं बनूंगा तो कम से कम डॉक्टर से शादी तो कर लूंगा, लेकिन इंजीनियर तो बनेंगे ही. That is exactly what happened after 15 years, my dear friends, 10 to 15 years. There is this girl who madly chases you on Facebook, just out of random blue. And what do you think? You think maybe AI is doing something, or maybe chatbot is doing something to maybe trip you down, or somebody is trying to honey trap you or whatever. We also simply thought the similar way. And I ignored for 2 years. And this girl never let it go. After 2 years, after not getting any response from our side, she started drawing all the photographs of mine which were available in public domain, using pencil art and couriering those books to the office. That's when everybody started teasing me. कि क्या हो रहा है आपके साथ? I think that's when I began to think what's going on, and I think that's when we did little CBI inquiry and found out who she is, and then all the boxes got ticked. She was a doctor and comes from Andhra, good girl, well, good parents. Then we said, ठीक है, अगर सब boxes tick हो रहा है, why don't we meet? I think that's where the current जल गया, bulb जल गया. 2 साल मैंने 2 साल मैंने उसको रोका है, but I couldn't wait 20 days. I think that's what I tell you, when the right opportunity comes in, you have to embrace it. Don't wait for it to go down. I think everything in life teaches you something, right? Whether it's a girl who wants to marry you, whether it's an opportunity, whether it's an award, whether it's a new relationship, we never know why God connects dots, because we just have to live with it, and we just have to embrace any opportunity that comes in. One thing, whenever someone say no, I will only hear it as yes, because so far in this 33 years, no is something that I never accepted, and I will never accept for the next 40, 50 years. Because, you know why? Because I don't think I have any limitation in me. Even though I was made blind by the perceptions of the people, I was born fully able because I have the third eye, as you have just proven today. How far can you see? You can only see what is there behind me, but I can see beyond all of you with my vision. Wherever your sight ends, my vision begins. Wherever your thinking ends, my thinking begins. I think that's the way I think. That is why I don't see fear. That's why I'm fearless. इसीलिए जो कुछ हो सकता हो ही जाएगा. There is nothing that can stop me. You know, because for me, dreams are not that something that we see in the sleep. In fact, they are just the replica of what brain is thinking when we were not sleeping. So it's just replica or subconscious mind or whatever you think about it. For me, dream is something that doesn't even let me sleep until the work at hand is completed. Today, I had to come and speak to all of you. I think no matter what happens, wo to hona hi hai. That is the way I always think. No matter what difficulties you face, you have to be here, you have to finish this task today. I get inspired from Steve Jobs more in many things. You know, I always buy in his idea of live the day as if it is your last day. Whatever you want to do, you better get it done and don't postpone it. I think that is what helps me keep going every day in life. Many people ask me, have you seen stress? Do you ever get depressed? मुझे जिंदगी में वो दोनों वर्ड कभी भी लगा ही नहीं है क्योंकि I don't think they exist. It's just a medical mafia or gambling. Stress and depression doesn't even exist because it is there in your mind. If you have purest mind and clarity of thought about what you have to do, I don't think you will be depressed. And chairman ma'am was just telling when we were having a nice lunch, and by the way, I'm deeply honored to have great lunch with the entire team here and it is solely made by ma'am at home. So I really thank you so much, ma'am, for that. It's a great honor. I think you know, things like this will make me happy and will make me always do much more. So if I win an award versus somebody treats you as their own person, I think I prefer the latter because the awards and rewards won't take us anywhere, but the relationships like this will matter a lot in life because they will make you achieve something phenomenal. And it is all these dots that gets connected in future to make you achieve your final destiny or dream. I think that way I'm very proud and lucky to have right people in my life and right opportunities in my life which are actually enabling me to think beyond the boundaries and be successful in life. Because in life, I always believe the ground level is always filled with no sayers. But as you go higher, you will see people who think anything is possible and anything can be done. And the hardships that I had faced in life enabled me to gain that upper hand and enabled me to gain that upper exposure with which I'm able to do anything so far in life. But other than that, I think I'm just like you. I'm not blessed, I'm not privileged, but I'm blessed and privileged in my own thinking, but not in money or not in resources, because I had to fight for everything in life, my dear friends. I had the toughest childhood, which I turned as the blessing. Whenever I see a problem, I see it as my own blessing to thrive. You see, success is nothing but learning to fail. Without failure, you cannot see success. I always have this policy in life that in future, if today is my last day, if I'm going to die now, with 1 minute before, if I think, have I achieved anything? I should not have any regrets before I close my eyes. Or even rather, forget about death, forget about anything. Today, before I close today, before I went back to bed, if I think, did I do something meaningful today? I should have an answer with which I should close my eyes and sleep peacefully. Otherwise, I think I have wasted this time. That is what enables me to do new things. It is, I take one idea, one goal at a time and perceive it right now. And I don't postpone things. That is what helps you to understand and evaluate where do you stand. Today, if you do something meaningful, then you will only get to understand what do you want to do tomorrow when you wake up. That is a way we need to think every minute carefully, my dear friends, because we are all born with some purpose that we have to find out. We'll have to realize, why are we here? Why not someone else? Why is Shrikant Bola on the stage today? Because I have this responsibility of empathizing and inspiring people who needs that empathy and inspiration and motivation with which they can become heroes in their own lives. What did movie do? It didn't showcase an extraordinary story. It's just about someone who is an ordinary human being, but who broke the barriers of societal stigma and yet able to achieve things beyond his limitations. That is what we want people to understand. And today I am very lucky. See, you all belong to one place and one family, but today I belong to this family of entire nation, Vasudhaiva Kutumbam, because my story is a story of common Indian. Somewhere, somehow, this story is belonging to every family. Every family is owning this story as their own story because maybe something resembled with them. Maybe an incident happened in their own family which got matched with my own story. And that is why I'm able to get so many well-wishers across the world, and I'm so lucky for it. And all these blessings will enable me to become the president of this great nation, Bharat. And helps our country to make our country a best one by motivating and inspiring 1.5 billion people that we have currently. Many people ask me, why president, why not prime minister? I tell them, I am not looking to make the next big change in the constitution, but I am going to rewrite the constitution by motivating and inspiring and empowering people who needs the most. Because that's when they become leaders in their own chosen field and they themselves will write the whole constitution. I think that is what my own role model, Dr. Abdul Kalam, did. He didn't become a politician. He didn't make any public policy, but he changed the way we think, we dream, and we live. And that is what is more important. If we can dream big, work hard, and let the universe helps you to conspire to help you succeed, then the whole government will have to change themselves. They cannot have excuse. They will change. And that is what I really want to do. By the way, I always tell people, what do you want? Because many people ask me, what do you want to do when you become the president? I'll happily smile and say, I'll give death sentence to people who doesn't dream big. And ensure we pass ordinance on that, to that effect. Because all that it takes for you to be successful in life is a mad dream and desire and dedication, my dear friends. Having a low aim is always a crime. And if you have a low aim, then you have to be punished. There is no shortcut to that. No bail, by the way. So we'll have to make it non-bailable offense. But if you can dream big and make your thoughts a master of your dream, then no one can stop you. And that is what really happened. And I am not a man who waits for a change. I'd rather walk right into the problem, even knowing that I would get into problems. I will walk right into it and say, let me be the change that I want to see. That is what a leader should have. Leaders, see, as you all know, dreams are never practical, but it is like you and me as leaders should make dreams practical and real ones by walking right into it and solving it. When I was in school, I fought with the management to give good food and good accommodation and good living conditions to my own students. Because as a leader, if you don't do something for someone, then what is the point of being a leader? Yahan badge lagane ke liye simply you don't become a leader. You become a leader to lay a foundation for someone so that they get inspiration from you. And the repercussions of you fighting is you getting into problems and get thrown out of the school. But I'm the lucky one. It is only when they threw me out of the school, I was able to open up my third eye and see what is there beyond the four walls that I spent all my years to so far. And that's when I was able to begin thinking, oh, the world is much more than what I thought so far. And that's when I began adjusting my dreams to match the people's expectations and think beyond everyone and reach where I want to be. When IIT coaching center said, we cannot admit you because you're blind, I told them, get lost tomorrow. If you call me to speak to your students, I'm not going to do so. And believe me, today, at least once in a week, I get email inviting me to come to IITs and this fest, that fest, and then participate. I simply ignore. And if somebody bypasses and calls me like Santosh ji, then I'll tell them, sir, you have better talent than me, look for it. I think so far I am so rebellious that I never apologized to anyone. But because I think I do things that I like the most. I have learned, as I was speaking to you earlier, if I have to sleep today and think, do I have any regrets? I definitely will not, because I will try everything that I love, rather fail, but not sit quiet without trying. I think that is what is the way, that is the best way to be successful in life. When you imagine the life of a scientist, they are mad people. Why? They are mad to make the big change. I think the mad people cannot achieve things in one go. Rather, we will attempt zillion number of times, but we will not sit quiet until we get it done. And that is what makes me grow as a person, grow as a hero, and grow as a leader. Even at Bolent, when I was involved with non-profit works in the country, I was training people with various disabilities and trying to place people in various companies. So people were not accepting them. That's when we decided we ourselves want to start a company and employ people with various disabilities and show to the world that these people in fact can become the productive workforce and can perform better than the robots in the Apple factory. That's what we have proven over last 8 to 10 years. Everybody told me, अरे यार अभी तो तुम अंधा था लेकिन अभी तो गंदा बन जाएगा क्योंकि you are starting a recycling business in India. मैं बोला मैं तो अंधा जरूर हूं लेकिन गंदा कभी नहीं बनेगा. I will only use this ganda waste and turn it to gold. And that is what we have proven. We can recycle anything and everything that you throw. That's our mission and vision. Our vision is to create world-class products that people should be proud of using out of waste and by using people who are at the margins of the society. We recycle leaf waste into usable tableware and food packaging products, and we are currently exporting to US and other countries. We recycle municipal paper waste into fresh craft paper for packaging applications. We recycle pharma effluents into industrial chemical products. We recycle pharma waste solvents into biofuels and much more. We have no limitation at Bolent to recycle, and in life I have no limitation because I'm a hero. I think that is my mission and vision for the entire generations to come in, and we want to enlighten people who needs the most, and we want to empathize and create that empathy and prove that compassion can only make people rich, and loneliness is what can be removed by showing a happiness in lives to people to live with. And that is my vision for the entire world. And today I am deeply honored to be here and share few lessons with all of you among as part of my 33-year-old life. As I told you earlier, what I have done is just a drop in the ocean. I think I have to walk miles together and before I sleep and before I reach my final destiny. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shrikant.
If your madam permits, then we will take a couple of questions if you want.
Sir, the question answer session. Yeah. I request the volunteers to arrange the sitting arrangement. We'll be having a quick discussion round. Professor Renu ma'am, Director, Indira School of Communications, will be anchoring the discussions panel.
Good evening. Good evening,
Good
everyone.
evening.
Good evening, Mr. Shrikant.
Good
It's
evening,
an
ma'am.
absolute pleasure to be with you on this stage today.
Thank you. Thank you. I think pleasure is always mine to be here at such glorious institution. And we have seen the AV. I was told internal team has created it. I think you have a lot of skills. Please, I think I congratulate all the teams and keep up the great work.
Mr. Shrikant, today we have this wonderful august audience of around 500 people sitting here, out of which we have 80% students and almost 20% faculty members, and all of them were in awe listening to you. Once again, let's have a huge, huge round of applause for Mr. Shrikant.
I hope they are not bored.
Absolutely not. So can we begin the question answer round with
Yes,
you?
please.
I have some amazing questions from the students, and first of all, you were born in a village in, Andhra Pradesh, and your parents were farmers. And for them to believe that they have a visually impaired son, it was very, very difficult. And today, you are the hero of that village. How does it feel?
I think it doesn't feel anything because, as I said, I was a hero ever since I was born. But, it took almost 30 and odd years to tell them that I'm a hero. I think that is what, I think it took 30 years for me to be patient and give tit for tat to them when they said, no, we don't want you. Now everybody said, we only want you. We don't want anyone else. I think that the difference between we don't want you versus we only want you, there's only one word. But for one word, you need to live 33 years or 30 years plus in order for you to prove what you are, right? I think that journey taught me so much. And I really love the community who said no to me, because if they would not have said no when I was born, maybe I would not have become what I am today. So it is because of their no, I am able to prove that I turn that no to yes and say, no, in fact, I can do this. I think I really thank them for giving me that hardest punishment to live with and to prove and to overcome that challenge that I can, in fact, do things that you cannot even dream of. I think that way I'm a lucky one. And my parents, even today, they have a modest living. Their exposure is very limited. So even today, my mom says, why do you travel every day in the planes and everywhere, and climate is not good? What if the plane comes down? I think that is the innocent mindset my parents carry, even today, and I really enjoy seeing my innocent parents over the last 30 years. And I keep telling my mom, whenever she calls, you know what, yesterday plane was about to come down, but the pilot somehow turned it around. So I joke with them and say, okay, this is what. So I think that's what it is. It is always lucky to have parents who are so loving and yet innocent.
Yeah. Mr. Shrikant, you also mentioned that, loneliness is a dangerous thing and very hard to overcome it. I'm sure you've had a very tough childhood, but with your spirit of fighting it back, would you like to narrate some incident from your childhood where you were fighting it back and you knew that you have that spark in you and you're not going to give up?
Yeah, I think, when I had to attend a school, it was challenging to say very least, because I did not even have 1 rupee of discretionary income in my pocket. So I had to walk to school for 5 kilometers every day, crossing all the muddy puddles and bad roads and little bit of jungles and everything. So what happened every day really surprised me every day. Let me assure you, all my senses were keenly developed, simply surviving walking on the village roads for 2 years without the privilege of eyesight. The other thing that probably shaped me more than anything else is what happened every day when I get to school. Nobody acknowledged my presence, nobody would care, and nobody talked to me. So I sat in the last bench wallowing in my loneliness. Now that I think Lord Gautam Buddha would have had similar experience when he sat in Lumbini before he got enlightened. But as a 6-year-old, I wouldn't knew about Gautam Buddha. I just wanted to be like a regular kid and want to play with everybody. Whenever I tried, I failed. Whenever I say, "Arey yaar, main bhi tumhare sath cricket khelunga," they used to hit me with a cricket ball. And I used to be afraid. So I never bothered to even encounter them and say, let's go play. So I sat in the last bench wallowing in my loneliness. And this was the time I felt I'm the loneliest child in this world, because not that I don't have lunch box to eat or made poor, but I was made lonely by the perceptions of the people. And this is when I realized loneliness is actually the poverty and not all the money in this world. I have everything. I had my parents who have given me everything that they could in spite of their financial difficulties, but I was made lonely by the perceptions and ignorance of the people. That's when I decided, tomorrow, if I become a leader, I'm going to fight against this loneliness and ensure I create happy communities so that people can live with dignity and happiness, thereby making them richer at heart. Because it is the compassion that makes you rich, as I said earlier. Because my parents taught me this lesson. Compassion doesn't need money, but it needs that empathy to make people rich. And all that it takes is for you to create meaningful opportunities for people to thrive. And that's when they feel accepted in their own families, and they feel empathized and they feel motivated. That's when they feel rich. And that is why I have decided and dedicated myself to improve the inclusivity among people. I think that's what makes everyone rich. And of course, when I when I started studying in a special school, I did so many things. When I look back, I feel like I've done all naughty things, but during those time, I think as a kid, I felt it's right. Because I was a class leader in my school, so I always wanted all my classmates to pass, and I never want anybody to cry or feel bad, because as a child I have suffered this loneliness, so I don't really want anybody to feel bad around me. So I used to even cheat exams and help students to pass. Because we used to take, up until 10th grade, we used to take exams in Braille. So teacher would read out the question loud, and we all used to record the answer in Braille. So whenever there is an objective type questions, I used to train my classmates up front कि भाई मैंने अगर ऐसा मारूंगा ना हाँ leg को, the answer is A, or if I drop a stylus, the answer is B, or if I ask a teacher, can I go to toilet, the answer might be different. So they all would pass. So I I used to prepare my classmates. Then I used to tell them, भाई तुम लोग जो करना है ना कर लो, जो कुछ आप whatever you can study, you study, write well, but even if you don't know the answer, write some nonsense so that I will read the right answer when I read the papers. Because my teachers wouldn't know how to read Braille. So I was the only one in my class who is bright enough to read Braille well. So they have to depend on me to evaluate the papers. So मैं अगर आंसर है कि नहीं है मुझे समझ में नहीं आता, मैं राइट आंसर ऐसा ही पढ़ लेता था. I think I went to that extent to help people. I think this tells you that as a leader, you never want anybody to feel bad. Of course, that's not right. I'm not asking you to cheat, by the way. It's just some people are exceptional. So मैं कुछ कर लिया हूँ, आप मत करो. करेगा तो आपको what is that called? Restigation letter will come into your hand. So I don't want you to get restigated, by the way. So don't do it. But always do not harm anyone. As long as you can, do something good to people. Rather, don't try to do something bad. So, Abdul Kalam ji told me only one thing. Be good, do good. And that is what will get you anything in life. And that is why later we named our company Bolent from my last name Bola and NT added. In Italian, it is be good and do good. And in life, I commit to this policy of being good and doing good.
Lovely. Talking about the teachers, I believe, your own teacher, Devika, had a very, very important role in your life. And we have these amazing, wonderful teachers sitting with us. Would you like to give us some message to the teachers?
I think it is teachers who can shape their students' lives. Today, I'm here because of my teachers. No shortcut to my success. Purely due to the efforts from various teachers in my life at various times is what enabled me to be where I want to be in life. When I was born, it's my parents who became my first teachers of life. They have given me all the freedom to do whatever I want to do in life. I have learnt the art of agriculture, and I operated tractors, I climbed onto trees, plucked my own coconuts, did everything that I could without even seeing. People used to go mad, why am I doing all these things? But I do things that people get surprised all the time. I ran bullock carts, I did everything, I slept on the floors. I have not done anything that I think that I like. So I think that regret, I don't have it. I operated paddle boats, I can trip the boat and then redo the boat, and I can do kayaking, I can do scuba diving, I can do ice skating now, I can shoot, and I can do anything. So basically, I learn everything pretty much. By the way, now, since COVID, we have embarked on research of creating eco-friendly brand of surfactants and beauty care and cosmetic and sanitation products. Is something that really attracted when COVID hit us and we had all the time. So ever since then, we started our own internal research and we have developed over 40 products so far. So whenever I present it to big companies like Wipro, ITC and all these guys, they ask me where did I do my the chemistry and organic chemistry, surfactant studies. I tell them I only study. I never have a degree anywhere. So people get so surprised. Ki without degree, how can you do things? My dear friends, you don't need degrees to do things. All that it takes is your passion and interest and resilience. I have done research with my own hands, mixed chemicals with my own hands and made things work. That's the happiness I get. Once upon a time, I was barred from doing practicals. After 10 years, I have created my own R&D lab. And now no one can prevent me from doing experiments. I think that whenever someone said no, I never forget. I remember at some point, I will ensure to give them back. So that is what enables me to move ahead in life. And I'm so proud and happy for all the support that I have been receiving. I think I believe in God as a supreme power who has a plan for each one of us. If you can work hard and dream big, He is there to support in all your endeavors, in connecting it to right people, sending right people at right time in your life as mentors. Because I don't know, randomly people walk into my life and they support. Sometimes the relationships that I make will last forever. And with whoever I fight, become the best friends of my life. I think I'm very fortunate to have all my well-wishers, teachers in life. I think without a teacher, I wouldn't exist.
Amazing, amazing. Mr. Shrikant, you fought the education system and you joined the science college and you topped the college. You were also in the national team of India. You went to the US and you did your MIT, and perhaps you were the first visually impaired student, an international student, who had a full scholarship there. How was your experience there?
Oh, it was terrible and nice, both. You know, you go with different skill set, but American universities expects different skill set. And ma'am studied from Harvard, and she can relate to me very well that they go in a totally different manner of education versus what we are taught in India till 12th grade or till engineering. So I think they make you into pieces, and then they break you into pieces first, then they stitch all the pieces together and make you a leader who can face the entire world. I think that's what happened to me. It was very gruesome. It was tough initially to get adjusted to the system of education, doing things, but I had all right pieces of support, and I was able to stand up to the expectations, and I have learned so much. Because one thing that I have learned in the US, the moment after going from India for the first time, is need will teach you everything. I have gone into a world, into an uncharted path and the world which I don't even know and I haven't seen. That was the first time I took my first plane ride, went there, landed into a place. No one of my choice existed. Everything was new. I didn't even know how to use Western commodes and Western bathrooms and shower heads for that matter. So I messed up my bathroom for the first day, few days, and learnt everything from there. I think it went to that extent. I think I built myself from the beginning ever since I went to US, and now I can pretty much educate anyone in anything. That's the level that I have come from nowhere. I think that is what the need will teach you and experience will teach you. That is why I believe experiential learning in life is very, very, very critical, my dear friends. And institutions like this are now focusing more on experiential learning, entrepreneurship, lot of activities beyond education, beyond conventional classroom, which is what really students are lucky about. But we had nothing of those sort. All that we were told is to mug up the textbook and write the exams. That is why we found it very, very hard to get adjusted into competitive environment. But now you are lucky. You have idea cells, innovation cells, entrepreneurial programs. There's a lot of opportunities for you to express your ideas. But all that we had was sambar and brinjal curry for 10 years and only mug up the textbooks, nothing else. And that is what barred us from gaining exposure gaining right exposure at the right time to right age. And this is why I tell you, we were unlucky, but somehow I was fortunate enough to have teachers who had backed me a little bit impartially, I guess, let me put it that way, because I have a lot of curiosity in me. They impartially backed me and then supported me unilaterally. And that is what made me today sitting in front of you telling this tale. So, but for you, you're very, very lucky. Please use this time very wisely, very carefully. Embrace all the opportunities that you get and be the best in whatever you do.
Lovely. Before we move ahead, we have coffee for you. Would you like to have coffee?
No, I'm okay. Yeah, I'll take, of course.
Yeah. Yes.
No, thanda chalega. I drink cool.
Just check this. How do you find?
इस तरफ
थोड़ा आगे लो इसको. Yes.
Yes. Go ahead, ma'am. Next question. Thank you.
That's your coffee and biscuit.
It's very hot.
It's hot. You want? Is that
Yeah,
fine?
go ahead.
Okay. So when you were in US, you had a lot of lucrative offers at hand, and some even feel that, the US is a more inclusive society, but you chose to come back to India and get into that everyday battle. How did you come to that decision?
Life is full of opportunities. I don't think only US can get you a lot of offers. Every day you get opportunities, but we don't notice them. See, a famous saying is there, when someone shuts a door again on our face, we only look at the closed door, but we forget to notice an open window of opportunity. If we can notice that small window of opportunity that is open for you, then every day is a bed of roses. You can embrace it. And for me especially, sitting on the table, coding or following someone's path doesn't excite me. Fighting always excites me. Because from the beginning, लड़ना मेरा DNA था, भागना मेरा DNA नहीं था. Because भाग के क्या करूं? कहीं गिर जाएगा ना. But लड़ेंगे तो I don't fall down. अगर कोई 4 मारेगा तो कम से कम रिटर्न में 2 तो मारेंगे कम. That will energize me more. So I think that is the whole mindset that I live with. I don't want to do things that are ready made for me. Instead, I want to make things ready for my own self. I want to create my own empire. I want to create my own systems. Fancily, if you look at how politicians and people in the first world countries think, they are busy debating whether our planet is 4 billion year old or 7,000 year old, or what point of photos becomes a human being. I think it must be luxurious to debate on such things, but here back in India, we have a lot of problems. We have problems like how to provide skills for 90+% of Indians who are either unemployed or employed in low-end jobs, or how to stop people from using roadside as a toilet, and how to stop having poor people's money stolen by the politicians. And we have big problems to solve, and it is our generation that needs to solve them. And that's why I came back home, because I, as a student, as a child, had to fight so much to change the way people think about the capabilities of people with disabilities. But I was a bakra, so मैं जो कुछ किया हूं ना सिर्फ लड़ा हूं. And with that लड़ना का attitude, I was able to overcome all the challenges for myself and for the entire generation. Because as I told you earlier, if you do something for yourself, you will create a change for the entire generation. When I fought for science, I simply didn't fight for me. I fought for the entire community, entire India. Now anyone wants to pursue their dreams in math, physics and chemistry, they can walk right into any college with their head high above. No one can stop them from walking right into the classroom. If they do, what would they say? Shrikant did it, therefore I am doing it. I think that path you want to show to people. So that I want to show to people who cannot fight like me or think like me or aspire like me. I want to be that beacon of hope, or I don't want to use big words, but that bakra for everyone, so that they can see that bakra and walk behind. Because we all say, na, Hindustan mein sirf bed bakra hota hai. If one person goes, everybody follows. That may be true. If I can walk and lead them, then they all will follow me. वो बेड़ बकरा का हो या change maker का हो या beacon of hope करो, जो भी. I think I just want to be that example and beacon of change that the whole wants to see. And that is why I proudly want to be in Bharat and want to work and contribute for India and ensure that I am a part of our one big family of India.
Mr. Shrikant, let's talk about your, company, Bolent Industries. It has a turnover of more than 100 crores. And apparently, Mr. Ratan Tata is also one of your investors. Now, the question arises, how did you manage to convince a man like Mr. Tata for investing into your venture?
Ma'am, see, to answer to your question in one word, you don't convince anyone, nor you don't do things to convince anyone. You do things that you love, and if you deserve something, you will automatically get it. I think that's what I really believe in life. If you do things that is correct, that is appropriate at right time, I think you will get right investments, right investors, right well-wishers will automatically follow. Because these interesting investors are looking for people who can take that leap of risk and have a reward created for them. They are looking for people like us who can sacrifice everything and work like mad bakras to make a next big change. That is what we need to do. And when you deserve, everything will happen good for you. Because I never wanted my story to be shown on silver screen, but this director somehow randomly started chasing me 5 years ago. That was a very early time. But when he read an article 5 years ago, he has seen some spark in that article that this is the story that I want to show to people to inspire millions. He never thought about how much money he could make it. Even today, he will not think about what money he will make through this project. But the only passion that he had was to show a right story to right people. This is what movies can inspire people. And that is what happened. And I told this guy, get lost. I don't want you to permit I don't want to give permission for you to make this movie, because you're just joking. I have not achieved anything. There's much more I have to do. But this man didn't let go. He chased for 5 years. Ultimately, he prevailed. He won. He took the rights. He made the project. Here we are, inspiring countless people.
Lovely. So do you think that movie has actually changed the way people look at you today? Did it help you in any way?
I think more than me, it changed the way people think about people who are blind. Because so far, blind people are often perceived as sympathy seekers and or donation seekers, or whatever, right? I think they are, when you see them, oh shit, maybe he needs some help. I think now blind people are perceived as heroes. I think that's the difference this movie has created. It didn't show it didn't show a story of a blind man, but it showed a story of someone who happened to be a blind. Because I don't think I was born blind, but I think I was made blind by the perceptions of the people. I was born with all the abilities that you all have, but I was only perceived as blind because I don't see. But for me, I don't see it, because in my life, I think 98% of the people are blind, but only 2% cannot see. So that is what I live with. So I think personally, it doesn't create any difference. But of course, more and more people know you, and more people now ask you for pictures. But other than that, I think it's just what you do is what you do.
Amazing. But
it created lots of a difference in people who feel that they cannot do anything, people who are confined to their homes, people who had multiple issues like muscular atrophy and many other disabilities, who were confined to wheelchairs and everything. I think many people, wherever I go, I think people tell me, I was confined to my wheelchair and I had nothing to do. Now I am doing this because after I saw your movie, the whole life changed. I think that's what you want to hear. You want people to become heroes. You want people to become like you. And you want people to take inspiration from this story, from real life people like Devika, Swati, Ravi Mantha, and many people who had supported who you are. I think that's what it is. And when you look at my own wife, she loved a person with full of vision and not a person who is disabled, right? I think That's all. That's what makes all the difference in life. So if you are unique, if you can show that you can in fact be the hero, I think everything will fall in place.
Some coffee? Coffee?
I'm okay.
Okay. So I'll take the last question. You've spoken about Swati, you've spoken about Devika. We would like to know about your daughter and how is your family life now after the movie and after, we've seen a part of it where we've seen you with Swati, but now you have a daughter also. So a little bit about your personal life.
I think many people in the audience may have this question also, that how far is the movie real, right? Because most of the movies are inspired from real events, but this movie is based on the reality. So 98% of the movie is right. And only 1-2% is a little bit of cinematic picturization and everything, but mostly everything is real. So having said that, Swati was real and I had an interesting romantic love story just like all of you. And I'm happily married and I'm blessed with a daughter. So again, power of manifestation became true in the case of my daughter. So I and my wife always wanted a daughter. And we tried to know the gender, but unfortunately we couldn't. And we found someone who can tell us, but then later we decided, theek hai, surprise rehne dete. Why to worry? But we always wanted a daughter. We prayed that God be kind to us and give a nice daughter. And we had also freezed a name Naina in the 2nd month of my wife's pregnancy. And we bought everything for a girl, not even knowing that whether we would get a girl or not. But I think God has been kind. I think destiny, I think we are lucky. So we are blessed with a pretty beautiful looking daughter. I'm pretty sure she is beautifully inner also. That we will know in the years to come. I am pretty sure from the way parents are, kids will also become like that. I want to pass on the same values to my daughter. And unfortunately, I'm not getting time to spend with my family due to heavy business work and a little bit of travel. And we have expanded our US operations in the last month. Lot of travel, lot of continuous travel. So I'm hoping to catch up tonight and couple of days with the family. But I am very, very lucky. I have a great family. My wife, I dedicate half of my success to my wife, who makes me what I am today. She is the one who supports me emotionally, mentally, and in all the ways. And of course, she runs my company partially now. She took care of finance and everything. So we made her the finance minister. And it's little easy now. If I want money, I have to call her and say, "Arey yaar, 1,000 rupees de dena." That's the easy thing to ask rather than maintaining money. I want to be light. So, and it's my wife's choice to name my daughter Naina because she said she should be your eyes tomorrow. I think that's the.
What a visionary thought and what a beautiful journey so far. I would now like to open the house, declare the house open to the students. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask the questions. Okay, there we have somebody. Please pass on the mic.
I think today students will ask questions, but in next 5 years, I want you to sit in this chair and address the younger generation. I think that's the goal for all of you.
Thank you, Shrikant sir, for your valuable insights. And I'm truly, I consider myself as lucky that I was able to listen to your thoughts and your point of view. My question to you and your inspiring journey from India to MIT, which is one of the prestigious university. Since we as a young generation.
See, I will interrupt you right there. I could have done the same thing even if I would have gone to a government school. I think the institutions where you go to matters, but when it matters is when you actually can leverage on the brand and the resources that you get while studying there. That is why I tell you, you being admitted to Indira group of institutions is one thing, but you leveraging all the opportunities what you get here is quite important, and is the only importance that you will have. So if you cannot use this platform tomorrow, you cannot, if you cannot blame the institution for not doing enough and not leveraging all the opportunities you get. Now go ahead.
Sure.
Lovely. Due to paucity of time, we will only be able to take 2 more questions.
Go ahead. We interrupted the gentleman. Go ahead.
So we, as a young generation, so we do have, the opportunities to do, but what I have noticed, most of us are, stuck in our head. There's this famous saying, prison of our mind. So any suggestions how we
You're
can...
you're not stuck in your head, boss, because your head is not a machine to unscrew it, no? You're stuck in your mind. Head has nothing to do. It's the mind that controls the brain, right? Your brain doesn't have anything in no control. Your mind has a control, and your brain is just the body which your mind opens the key, and your thala is your brain. So I think we are all stuck in your thoughts. So we are so leanly stuck in your mindset, and we always underestimate ourselves ki ye mere se nahi hoga, ye mere se nahi hoga. That's what, when I spoke, I told you, na, fear is something that stops from you from dreaming big. A barrier, it's not the resources that doesn't allow you to do things. It's the fear. It's the and low self-esteem and self-confidence that is what controls you. So I think you need to have stronger self-confidence and self-respect, which will enable you to dream big and work hard. The only way for you to come out of your problems is to dream big and face hardship. Because the only way you can face hardship is to set up a higher goal than what you can reach. If your goal is within a reachable limit, then you will not attempt beyond the boundaries. You have to think beyond the day-to-day operations. That's when you can do something real. But one thing I tell you, it is hard. It is hard for you to understand. Even for me, it is hard to even tell you. See, we are lucky because we have enough power in ourselves. We need to uplift and arise that hidden potential within all of us. Because all of us are born with infinite power. But the only thing is we block it with all these barriers of fear and low self-esteem and negative thoughts and negativity. So always try to fail, but don't try to be successful, but try to fail to begin with. Never think about success. Think about doing something that is right, which interests. Dil se karo, jo bhi karna hai. Then I think you will be able to achieve success in whatever you do. Just don't simply do it because you are bound to do it, or your parents are telling you to do it, or teachers. Agar dil se karenge na, this is what you are interested in, that's when you will be able to get result in whatever you do.
Absolutely. Thank you for answering the question, sir.
So I have a very short question. What is your message for future entrepreneurs and CEOs?
See, I tell you, entrepreneurship is not a day-to-day game. It's a long-haul sacrifice. So if you want to become an entrepreneur, you need to make a lot of sacrifices, take leap of risk, and then reward will automatically come. And you have to put everything up front, and you have to be prepared to face any number of challenges. Because if you want to become an entrepreneur, you know you are getting onto a long haul game of risk and uncertainty, loneliness, which you need to deal with. If you can, then you can create beautiful empires that will last forever. Now, on an entrepreneurship, focus on your execution of your idea than your idea itself. Because no matter how wonderful is your idea, if you cannot execute it right, then it becomes a big failure. If you can focus on your execution, no matter how small is the idea, you can be successful. Innovation need not be creating a new product or service. It can be disruptive by way of giving your product and service to masses in the most affordable manner with good quality and good focus. And you as an entrepreneur must aim to serve people of masses, not the top of the pyramid. That's what I really believe the next big innovation should be. And make money in a socially responsible manner in creating sustainable business practices. And I advise people to create companies without an owner. You should not create a company which revolves around you. You should create a company which will last forever without any owner. The system should drive the company.
Thank you, sir.
One last question.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Samiksha. My question to you is, as you said, you want to be your dream to be a president of India. So my question to you is, what kind of changes or what kind of areas you have focused as a president of India when you become?
No, I think I want to change the mindset of people. That's the first thing I want to do. I want to make people to say, I can do anything. And I want to inspire, empower and motivate the powerful weapon of this country, which is youth, which is 60% of India. That powerful weapon is something that I really want to keep activated so that we are ready to combat and do any mission possible. I think that's the first goal that I have. I want to follow in the footsteps of my own hero, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who had dedicated himself to transform this country by transforming our own self and transforming youth. I think by transforming youth is how we can transform this whole country. Until then, we cannot envision to make the big change. So I really want to make that big change happen.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shrikant, for this lovely, lovely opportunity to all of us.
Thank you so much. Again, it's my proud privilege and honor being here with all of you today. And I'm pretty sure many of you will become proud leaders of this wonderful institution. Thank you so much for whatever you have done so far. Continue to do your best and continue to perceive all your aspirations, no matter how small they are or how big they are. And I congratulate the entire team of Indira Group of Institutions for being a part of such glorious institution. And Chairman Ma'am, I think all your unwavering commitment and efforts to making education accessible and friendly for all the students is a wonderful goal for this lifetime. And we congratulate you for dedicating your whole life to the next generation of change by education. Thank you.
We'll go from this side. That's it.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, Shrikant sir.
What?
I now request Shrikant sir and ma'am to join the audience. I now request Shrikant sir and ma'am and Santosh sir to join the audience. Yes. Next is vote of thanks by Dipanji sir. I request all of you all to stand up so that you guys can be a part of the great picture. Students, if you want to click pictures, you guys can come in groups over here. Make sure that you maintain the decorum while you come. I want students to come here in groups so that a picture can be clicked with Shrikant sir. Make sure when you come, you maintain the best amount of decorum.